Hi everyone. This video is to welcome you back for the second semester. And I'm going to go through the PowerPoint that I've sent out a couple of times. Um, and for the most part, everybody is returning to my class, except we have one new person that'll be joining us. But I wanted to go through the PowerPoint as just a good reminder of everything that we have going on and some of our special procedures that we have for this school year and our schedule and also supplies that we need. So y'all know about me already. This is my 15th year teaching. I am your English, reading, and social studies teacher, as well as your homeroom teacher. I have two sons. Cash is a freshman, Colt's in sixth grade. Here's our schedule, which has pretty much stayed the same. We might see that we have to make a few minor adjustments to accommodate scheduled restroom breaks and things like that. But for the most part, everything is staying the same. In the morning, when you get to school, remember that the building opens at 7:50. And if you are eating breakfast, you need to get your breakfast before you come to the classroom, and then you'll bring it with you to the classroom. If you're not eating breakfast, then you will just go ahead and come straight to the room. Restroom breaks and water. We will only use the restroom located by the science lab, which is the fifth grade restroom. We will have to really work hard on the schedule since we will have two more additional fifth grade classes with us this semester. And don't forget that you need to bring your own water bottle because the water fountains are closed, but you will be able to use the refill stations. We will continue to make sure that we are sanitizing as much as possible. So every time that you leave the room to go to the restroom, you need to make sure you wash your hands before you come back. We will also go and wash our hands after we return from recess and also use hand sanitizer as much as needed. You'll find it in the classroom, you'll find it in the hallways throughout the building. Don't forget, you'll sanitize your hands before you enter the lunch line. All of those things that we've been doing first semester, we will continue. When you go to lunch, you will still rotate through the cafeteria and eating in the classroom. So we will have certain weeks that we eat in the cafeteria, certain weeks we eat in the classroom. Nothing has really changed as far as that goes. You obviously will take your mask off to eat lunch. So you need to make sure that you are staying in your seat. And anytime that you have to get up out of your seat, make sure that you put your mask on. Okay, even if it's just to go throw something away, sit back down. But if you're not eating and you've thrown everything away, you need to put your mask back on. So we need to be very mindful of all of those things. Specials, Discovery Lab, and music will still come to the classroom. Library and computer lab, y'all know, are combined now, and PE is in the gym. So on Discovery Lab and music days, you'll stay in the classroom, and Miss Blaha and Mr. Kiles will come to you. And then the other days, I will go drop you off for specials. Again, your mask has to be worn at all times. We need to make sure that we go to the restroom before we go to specials or before specials starts in the classroom. So that way you're not missing out on any of that instruction. And in order to be able to have water with you at PE, do not forget that you have to bring your own water bottle. During dismissal, it's very important that we are quiet and paying attention because of the Google Doc that we use and the fact that there are no announcements. Everyone has to be paying attention. They have to be watching for their car rider number or their bus number. And we really just cannot afford for anyone to miss their ride home. So, starting this semester, it's going to be very important that we are working on homework, working on missing classwork, anything that keeps us quiet and focusing on the Google Doc. I will obviously be watching it. I will call out car rider numbers and bus numbers, but this is not a time for the teacher to be having to do a lot of discipline because somebody will end up missing their ride. Temperature checks we will continue to do 3 times a day. Your temperature will be checked when you arrive to school. It'll also be checked at lunch and then again at 3 p.m. Your face masks and shields have to be worn at all times, and it is very important that it covers your mouth and your nose at all times. If you wear a mask that you brought from home and for some reason it's just too big on your face and it's not able to stay where it needs to stay, then I will ask you to get one of the blue masks that the school has provided for us. Classroom sanitation. The classroom will be cleaned as necessary throughout the day. The teacher will spray all desks and chairs before lunch and recess and as soon as all the students have gone home for the day. So, one way that the students help me with this is by keeping their desks very organized. It's very important that everything is in its place, either in the box at your desk or the backpack or inside your desk. But everything needs to be put away so that way the desks and the chairs can be sprayed as often as possible. These are just a few important reminders. No visitors are allowed at this time. Lunch may not be dropped off. Students will enter the building without a parent. You need to contact the nurse immediately if there is medication that needs to be at school with your child. Masks or face shields must be worn at all times, and students will not be sharing supplies. Since the students are not able to share supplies, it's very important that everybody is responsible for their own and brings their own supplies and has it either in a pencil bag or a gallon Ziploc bag is fine, something that they can put their name on and keep everything together inside their desk. There are a few things that we need to replenish this semester, like pencils, eraser caps, glue sticks. All of those things I can keep an extra supply of and pass them out as the students need them. And I obviously just won't be asking for it back. It's will be for them to keep. But any help with keeping that supply plentiful is greatly appreciated. Also, disinfectant wipes, disinfectant spray, and paper towels are gladly accepted. We go through a lot of paper towels, especially cleaning the desks around lunchtime, just to make sure that the desks are good and clean and dry before they sit down to eat. Also, bring your iPad every day. And if you are switching to face from virtual at this time, please make sure you bring all of your workbooks to school. So you should have a reading workbook and a math workbook. My classroom rules and expectations are pretty simple and realistic. Um, I don't expect you to sit and just be on silence all day long, but I do expect you to work hard, to complete your assignments to the best of your ability, and to not ever keep anyone else in the class from doing their best work. Here's my email address and the school phone number. In the past, I was using a Google Voice number for parents to be able to use to contact me during the day whenever it was necessary. But I will no longer be using the Google Voice number, so everything will need to either go through my email or through the front office. So if you have any questions at all, please let me know. Everything, like I said, is pretty much staying the same. No major changes. We just need to make sure that we are keeping ourselves safe and healthy and getting our work done to the best of our ability. And we should have a great second semester. See y'all soon.